Terrifying. Look at this, the entire second floor is basically closed. You can see that the elevator on the third floor is out of service and fenced off. The fourth floor is also fenced off. All the shops on the third and fourth floors are closed, and shoppers are not permitted to access them. This is the first floor. There are about 7 or 8 shops open there, like Luckin Coffee in the retail department stores. A big brand is a big brand, surviving resiliently. This basement level is a dead end. This mall has only been open for a year and a half, but it collapsed after only 6 months of operation. Just look at this mall. It's terrifying. Who said Shanghai is packed during May Day? Nanjing Road pedestrian street is deserted and the subway is empty. Am I not actually from Shanghai?
在上海找工作的3个多月。
The 3+ months of job hunting in Shanghai have been like a long internal struggle. Anxiety surges daily like a tide. The longer, the deeper the loss, and the future becomes unclear. When there's no interview, I just lie flat in my rental apartment, too lazy to go out and afraid to see people. I kill time by scrolling through TikTok during the day and staring blankly at job search apps at night. My dream job seems shrouded in fog. All I see are telesales, sales, and live streaming positions. I scroll through job search apps until my fingers go numb and my sleep schedule becomes disrupted. My social anxiety has worsened. A while ago, I could still joke around with my colleagues, but now I even want to hide when the delivery guy knocks on my door. I miss the workday so much. Look at Shanghai's pedestrian streets. Everything's closed. It used to be packed every day. The international metropolis of Shanghai, Hangzhou, looks so empty. Where has everyone gone? Do you feel there are fewer people in Shanghai? You see, no one in the malls, no one on the streets, no one everywhere. Can anyone tell me where everyone's gone? Are they returning to their rural hometowns or finding work elsewhere? I do feel there are fewer and fewer people in the city, but I just don't know where they're going. Oh my god, is brick-and-mortar businesses so difficult these days? I am walking around the Aegean area of Shanghai. Let me show you how many shops are completely closed. Some are already closed before I even saw them. It's truly terrifying. Is it the same in your area? Once upon a time, Shanghai was one of China's most vibrant cities. With its pedestrian streets bustling with people, its shopping malls brightly lit, the city was filled with the rhythm of life and commerce. But now, more and more footage is capturing a startling reality. Rising shopping mall vacancy rates, deserted pedestrian streets, and the city's center streets seem to have lost their souls. By the end of 2024, Shanghai's permanent population was approximately 24.8 million, nearly 25 million. So, where did all these people go? In Zhoupu, Pudong, there's a street once known as the Little Shanghai Pedestrian Street. It's short, about 500 meters, but it encapsulates the life of an era. The Shikumin style, the commercial atmosphere of Nanjing Road, the bustling atmosphere of a night market. This place was once the pride of Zhoupu residents, a popular check-in spot for tourists, and a vibrant example of the city's fringe. But now, as the camera pans across the street, it captures deserted streets, open but quiet stores, faded store signs, and the sparse sound of footsteps. A blogger visited the 16 Pu Wharf Commercial Center. Despite its prime location, it's completely deserted. This mall is located on the Bund on the Huangpu River across from the Magic City 3-piece suite. You can see that this location is incredibly prime. It was once a miniature example of the foreign land of the 10-mile-long metropolis, but now it's become a mysterious, forbidden zone that tourists avoid. Walking into the mall today, you can see that over 200 shops that once existed are now all closed, and the doors are sealed. I even went to look at the seals. Some are from 2025, some are from 2024, and the months are different. I don't know what the circumstances are.
Shanghai, 中产失业44岁
Unemployed middle-class Shanghainese, 44 years old. I've been unemployed for 4 months now. Except time becomes more, everything else becomes less. First, I stopped all unnecessary expenses. For example, I fired my part-time housekeeper and started cleaning myself. I no longer order takeout. I go to the market every day to buy groceries and cook my own meals. I've also stopped buying clothes. I've also quit smoking. I still have some left at home, but I'll stop smoking when they run out. The blogger said he's downgraded his spending. Now, unless he needs to drive a long distance, he usually walks or takes the subway and a shared bike. He canceled all travel plans except for summer vacation and New Year reunions to visit the suburbs. He's considering selling his old rundown condo, partly because his family needs the money to ease the pressure. On the other hand, Shanghai's old, dilapidated and small condos are constantly depreciating in value. If you keep them, they will become increasingly worthless.
问题是这些新开的商场
The question is, why are these newly opened shopping malls so sluggish? The environment is very nice, and the products are also very good. However, except for some restaurants that still attract a little traffic, other businesses are basically deserted. Even in a bad economy, Shanghainese are still wealthy, especially retirees who have good incomes and strong spending power. The main reasons for the consumption downgrade are lack of confidence and the large-scale urban renewal project that has relocated city center residents to the suburbs, which has also had a huge impact on the consumer market. In Pudong's Chuansha district, there's a street known locally as Xinyuan Road, once known as Little Nanjing Road. It holds the memories of a generation. The brightly lit night market, the bustling crowds at food stalls, and the rows of clothing stores, milk tea shops, and barber shops. But now, walking down the street, all you see are closed shops, faded signs, and a deserted streetscape. It's as if Xinyuan Road has gone from a bustling downtown to a mere urban wasteland overnight. In Shanghai, if you're unemployed and middle age, it's truly impossible to get back on your feet. The chances of finding a job and getting back on your feet are about the same as winning a lottery ticket at the subway entrance. I've submitted thousands of resumes through 4 job search apps, and the ones that have responded are mostly insurance salespeople. My child is 4 years old. During my last job interview, he asked me, "Dad, why do you sometimes work and sometimes not?" I told him, "Dad always works. I don't want unemployment to have any negative impact on my child." In today's climate, those who graduate from college and work until retirement at 65 feel like they're truly chosen. The blogger said he doesn't necessarily want to achieve career success by 40. Right now, he just wants a stable job that can support his family. He advises netizens with jobs not to take it personally if they hear unpleasant things at work. As long as they can earn a living every month, they're considered very fortunate. When people lose their jobs in middle age, it's not just anxiety, it's a lack of hope. Located in a tourist and business district with few residents nearby, Superbrand Mall had a main customer base consisting of tourists and office workers. After 3 years of lockdown, tourists have disappeared, office vacancy rates have risen, and office workers are becoming increasingly scarce, leading to a sharp drop in customers at Superbrand Mall. The chain reaction has been the closure of businesses. Now, when tourists return, they find Superbrand Mall has lost its former appearance. Those who do return are also short of money, and aside from basic necessities like dining, their demand for shopping has plummeted. On Madong Road in Shanghai's Huangpu district, the roof by Henderson Land Development makes a stunning debut in a vibrant red. Designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect Jean Nouvel, the mall has garnered widespread attention and high hopes since its inception, but now faces declining popularity. Why has Shanghai's once popular shopping mall become a ghost town?
旭辉天地也似乎因为过度追求艺术美感。
The roof seems to have neglected the practical function of commercial space in its excessive pursuit of artistic aesthetics. For example, its sunken retail circulation, lacking elevators, has left many customers complaining about inconvenience. Furthermore, its semi-open mall design, criticized for not taking into account the local climate, has significantly reduced the consumer shopping experience. How did I go from earning $140,000 a year to being unemployed and raising a child in my middle age? I was born in 1985. I'm 41 this year, and I've been in Shanghai for 16 years. I once earned $140,000 a year, and now I'm raising a child at home. Does that make me a failure? And it's ridiculous. Am I not working hard enough? I don't think so. I worked 16 hours a day and flew all over the country for 10 years. I remember I wasn't there when my child was born. The blogger said he was born in a small village in Shanxi. His parents divorced when he was young, and they both left him when he was about 2 or 3 years old. He was raised by his grandparents. At the time, his grandparents didn't have regular jobs, so they made a living selling snacks on the roadside. He came to Shanghai after graduating from university and has been there for 16 years. Now unemployed, he's thankful for his devoted wife. She's never threatened a divorce, and she's never even complained about his daily subway commute, leaving at 7 a.m. and returning at 7 p.m. He considers this his greatest asset. Little Shanghai Pedestrian Street, located in Zhoupu Town, Pudong District, Shanghai, was once a popular business district. Its main street, emulating the atmosphere of Nanjing Road, blends Shikumen architecture with trendy cafes, boasting an average daily visitor flow of 30,000. However, with the closure of many businesses in recent years, the area has gradually lost its former bustle. When discussing Shanghai's commercial landmarks, Aegean Shopping Park is a name that can't be ignored. This large-scale commercial complex located in Hongqiao Town, Minhang District, is more than just a shopping mall. It's an experiment in architectural aesthetics and lifestyle.
一青海购物公园的体量
The Aegean Shopping Park spans a staggering 550,000 square meters. Seeing it on site is truly breathtaking. The main area comprises 11 floors, 3 underground and 8 above ground, encompassing a wide range of offerings, including shopping, leisure, dining, art entertainment, and family-friendly activities. I have to say, back in 2017, it was quite refreshing and had the potential to become an internet-famous shopping mall. However, based on my experience and the reviews I've read, I've found that its popularity far outweighs its size. What's the reason? Some argue that the current decline in offline shopping mall traffic is due to e-commerce diverting customers. Others counter that while e-commerce is booming globally, brick-and-mortar shopping in Western markets hasn't experienced the widespread decline seen in China. Some netizens suggest that the real reason is probably that the leaks, Chinese shoppers, have run out of money, making life difficult for merchants. Hello ladies, good morning and evening. I have an in-person interview today scheduled for 10:30 a.m. Let's put on some makeup first. My face is super swollen today and my eyes are monolid. I'm feeling really bad today because I didn't go to bed until 2 a.m. last night and I got up at 8 a.m. today. I packed up and rushed out. It's super hot outside and I haven't worn sunscreen. To be honest, I really hate these in-person interviews. The results are usually failed and the commute takes 2 or 3 hours. But I agreed to the interview today because first and foremost, I hadn't had an in-person interview in a while and I want to get a feel for it. The blogger says another reason is that the company is a relatively large publicly listed company. After arriving at the company, the interview began. She introduced herself and the interviewer asked her what she wanted to know about the company. She asked a few quick questions, but the interviewer didn't ask any more questions and told her to wait. After about 10 minutes, someone came in and said HR was busy and could call her later. She knew the interview was over. She lamented that the journey had taken 3 hours, while the interview itself had only lasted 3 minutes. Why are Shanghai's shopping malls getting emptier? Have you noticed how deserted they are when you're shopping lately? Many shops have signs saying for rent. Even internet-famous restaurants that used to have lines of half an hour no longer require waiting for a table. Underlying this lies a very real problem: consumption downgrade. According to the latest data, the vacancy rate in Shanghai shopping malls is approximately 40%, and this number continues to rise. Why is this happening? There are 3 reasons. First, young people are starting to save money. In the past, many people lived paycheck to paycheck, but now everyone is saving, and their desire to spend has clearly declined. The blogger said the second reason is the diversion of consumption to online stores. Increasingly, people are opting to order food from delivery platforms and shop on e-commerce sites, which naturally reduces customer traffic in brick-and-mortar stores. The third reason is excessive rent pressure. Many businesses unable to withstand the high rent costs have been forced to close. Near Century Park in Pudong, Kerry Parkside is currently the best performing shopping mall. Despite the current economic downturn, Kerry Parkside remains relatively stable, but its popularity has declined significantly. Today is Saturday, and aside from the dining area and children's play area on the basement floor, which sees some decent traffic, other businesses are completely deserted. Where have all the people gone? I really don't want to do this anymore. Business is so hard these days. I opened a Hernan spicy soup restaurant in Shanghai, but the competition is so fierce. 4 steamed buns cost 70 cents, but still not many people come to eat. A soup dumpling stall directly across from my shop sells 6 for $1.40. The soup dumplings are much smaller than mine, and business isn't great either. They're not doing very well. The same, not many businesses. We're in a wet market and our 2 shops are directly across from each other. Business is really tough right now. Recently, a blogger documenting the current state of Shanghai's streets stumbled upon signs of hollowing out in the city center. The streets of North Bund, located within the inner ring road, are particularly deserted, with most shops closed and virtually no pedestrians to be seen. On August 23rd, a Shanghai blogger, This Is Brother Knife, released a video. He said he visited the North Bund area of Hongkou district around 6 p.m. that day and was shocked by what he saw and felt. The once bustling inner ring core area was now completely deserted. North Bund was once a key location within Shanghai's Golden Triangle, bustling with activity and a vibrant atmosphere. However, as demolition progressed and residents gradually moved out, the area gradually lost its former bustle and vitality. The blogger lamented, "There's something strange about the commercial area above Changyang Road in North Bund. Only a few people are in this yoga studio. Everywhere else I walked in and saw it was closed. Such luxurious finishes, such a large shopping mall. The only people staying downstairs on the B1 floor are delivery guys." He then walked to a sunken plaza outside the mall. The scene before him was still deserted, with almost no customers to be seen, save for a few delivery drivers taking a break. He sighed, "Look up here, several restaurants are closed. They don't even bother to turn on the lights." Looking around, this park is truly desolate. I'm not sure if it's newly built or if it's because of the extensive construction around it, which has created an oversupply and left it empty. You see, they're all doing quite well. This must be new, but they're probably still trying to attract investors. This is definitely not the outer ring. This is the inner ring of the inner ring, the North Bund and the North Bund. According to the blogger, just 2 steps from this mall you can see Shanghai's landmark, the Oriental Pearl Tower. The video shows a few villas in the deserted park. These are commercial villas. The inner ring is going to become hollowed out, really hollowed out. It's really scary to see this. The inner ring road will be like this, with huge villas lined up everywhere. Only wealthy people will live here, or only wealthy companies will be able to open up here. The blogger's video shows that the areas around Baoding Road, Changyang Road, and Huashan Park in Shanghai have been completely designated for demolition. The footage shows that these old residential buildings have long been deserted, looking dilapidated and desolate, and the original residents have gradually moved out. He lamented, "This area is completely deserted now. There are no residents on the street, just passers-by, cars, and a few delivery drivers." Further ahead is the incredibly bustling North Bund, but 100 meters this way, it feels like you've traveled through time. The entire city has become hollowed out. Look at the area behind me. All the families in these homes have been driven out. All the people in the city have been driven out. There's a huge area of residential buildings behind here. This is something I never expected. No wonder those shopping malls in the city are deserted. It makes sense. This phenomenon quickly sparked heated discussion online, with many Shanghai netizens expressing shock and concern about the desolation of the city center. One netizen bluntly stated, "The city's population is dwindling. If this continues, the population could be halved in 10 years. Others lamented, "It's terrible. Even the Bund within the inner ring road has become like this." That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.